When you think of little girls, your mind probably turns to dresses or tea parties. But Ava Klein, from the moment she could walk, never worried about what society expected of her.
Growing up, I was never really like a stereotypical little girl. Like I didn't like pink or purple. I didn't, let my mom dress me in girls' clothes.
She actually had a little girl ask her one time, she said, "Why do you wear boys' clothes?" And Ava said, "Because I like to."
But how would her mother react to Ava's decision that could alter her entire life?
And we were watching the football team practice, and one of the coaches was just yelling at one of his players, just full on screaming at him. And I looked at my mom and I was like, "Mom, I want to play football."
When she told me, I was like, "Oh, that's great." But inside I was like, "Oh no." I was really concerned how she was going to be perceived.
I think at first the boys I was playing with, they were, just kind of like, "Oh, what's this girl doing here?" But eventually I did earn their respect because I did play really hard.
At first they were a little afraid to tackle her. And the coaches said, "You're not doing her any favors by not tackling her. She won't be ready on game day." So then they whispered to Ava on the side. They said, "Hit him really hard," because then he'll step up and he'll realize, "Oh, okay, you have to stop worrying about her being a girl. She's one of your teammates."
If tackle football wasn't enough, Ava then decided to play on an all-boys rugby team.
She came to me and then said, "I want to play rugby," and I'm like, "Of course you do."
I just love it because it's really fast-paced and everyone gets their hands on the ball, and my teammates are awesome, and it's just a great sport.
It's really good to see a little girl being able to be herself and not to have gender stereotypes placed on her, whether it be clothing or sports.
And not all parents let their kids, play the sports they want, so I really appreciate my parents letting me do that.
And now, Ava is being recruited by colleges all across the country to play rugby.
There's nothing wrong with girls, who are prissy or like pink and purple, but that's just not who I am, and I'm not going to let those stereotypes get in the way of who I am and what I want to become.